it's emerging in company after company. Brands are important because they're the ways to communicate, they're the ways to represent the value proposition, they're a way to represent emotional benefits, self-expressive benefits, brand personality, organizational values, and really the brand is sort of the container that holds all those kinds of things. And it really forms the basis of a relationship with customers. And it forms the basis of brand loyalty, which is really what drives any healthy, growing business. So the question is, if the CEO gets it, that brands are important, how do you get that knowledge and spirit through the organization? Is that the question? There's a whole part of brand building that's internal brand building. So in internal brand building, you really have two challenges. One is to get people to understand what your brand vision is. And the second is to get them to really believe and act on that. And so you can't do the first, you can't get them to understand unless you have a vision, a crystallized vision. And I don't talk about something that's just words. It has to have programs behind it. It has to be something you seriously are doing. So if you have that, then you have to get to the place where everybody understands it. Now, one of the things some companies do is just to ask people, this brand stands for, or the value proposition is, the best consumer story about our brand is. So if you should get to the point where everybody can answer those questions. And if they can't, you need to provide some help to them. Maybe a card with some values on it, maybe some storytelling exercises, maybe some videos. But then, even if they understand it, to get them to act on it is the second challenge. And one of the things people can do is to build that into the performance evaluation system for the employee. So if you want them to be a team player, or maybe team player globally, you recognize or evaluate them on their ability to do that. And so if it gets evaluated and measured, then they're more likely to do that. A second thing, you really need to do programs, develop programs, so you can have creative exercises where people are sort of encouraged to use creativity to develop programs to deliver on the teamwork vision or the quality vision or the innovation vision. And the third thing you can do is stories. Try to create stories of people inside the organization, what person or program or organization best delivers on the brand vision, or what customer has best benefited from the brand vision. So if you get to stories, that can help a lot. I think we should all remember what happened in the middle 80s. And that's, 30 years ago. But then scanner data came into being. Scanner data, is you have a card that keeps track of what you buy in the store. And with scanner data, people got to have immediate knowledge of what happened of all marketing programs, right? And so, as a result of that, what they learned was if you give discount price promotions, you get a lot of sales. And they thought, we figured it out. So they all developed price promotions. And what happened was, the customer learned that price is the most important variable, and all you had to do is wait for the next promotion, so you always buy in a price promotion. And brands were destroyed. Profits were destroyed. And because it was no longer, you only cared about price, so everybody has to lower the price. And Kraft, the brand Kraft, took 3 years to recover from that. So you have to be careful about focusing on a price. In the short term, it's great. In the long term, it's a disaster. Now, so you have to have some sort of a model that helps you understand that you have to protect the brand. You have to build a brand. You have to provide benefits other than functional benefits in order to support a relationship in price. And one way to do that in the atmosphere you're talking about, where there's a lot of pressure, times are bad, let's reduce the price, make sales go up, is to look at brand loyalty and try to have measures of brand loyalty and look at those as a sensitive measure of how you're doing with your brand. And when you see that start to go down, then you should know that in the future what you're doing is going to be harmful.